everyone. Welcome back to the Great Ace Attorney. I'm Karen Maku.
And I'm Cody.
We're gonna find you an internet name, man.
I don't know, man. You just go with... What's the fucking stingray from Splatoon? Big Man or whatever?
Yeah, it's Big Man.
Yeah, I'll just go with Big Man.
Okay. Right. So we're in court now, and Tobias is giving his testimony.
Yeah, we are getting Tobias.
Tobias Gregson.
Oh. Yeah, we have finally gotten to court after fucking 5 days. And now we are getting the testimony from Gregson to figure out who saw what. About how he ran at her from the front and then swung his arm around to stab her from behind.
Man, you looked at me so weird when I said Tobias.
Sorry, man. He used that instant transmission you Japanese you're well known for. As I said, it was 5 o'clock in the afternoon when the incident occurred, and there was an unusually light fog. Visibility was reasonably good, and there was no one else around but the victim and the accused. Nobody saw that, but that's what we assume happened.
No, remember he was in front of an entire restaurant.
And nobody saw. Out of the blue, the victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the... Sorry, that was weird. Collapsed on the pavement. The accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being a number of old books he'd just bought. He was on his way home from a bookshop, it seems. And I guess he picked up Murder, She Wrote. Shit, I'd come with something better. It was just a matter of working out who those books belonged to. They found the bloke to arrest him.
What?
Old books, you say? Yes, my lord. I have a photograph here of the scene of the crime, taken immediately after the incident. Was it the maid?
She looks so sad. Look at her.
Well, I mean, I would generally be nonplussed if I was just stabbed. God, if it turns out it was like the fucking maid. Or the ex-military guy. Ah, yes. I can clearly see the books to which you are referring. Definitely not placed there in a staged way or anything like that. Don't worry about it. I will take that photographic print as evidence, please, Inspector. You good?
Nope.
What's wrong?
None. Nothing at all, sweetheart. Don't even worry about it.
Am I stupid or am I like just so far ahead of this case that I'm a genius? Oh, you fucking racist. You Nipponese are a spineless breed. Too cowardly to admit defeat. Okay, at least this isn't the same thing where it's like a dude was murdered in basically a locked room. This was like out in the open with no one having witnessed what happened.
And he was supposed to be walking down the same road as her.
Yeah, so how about you shut up, dipshit? Denying everything despite overwhelming evidence to the contrary.
Can I at least cross-examine first? That's
No!
like my legal right, you asshole.
Your legal right? Yeah, nerd.
Ouchie comes back in, and, not come back in, you just hear Ouchie's voice. It's like, they're trying to use their rights. That was something he said.
Yeah.
Well, Forgive me, Lord Van Zeeks, but the defendant is not denying everything, as you put it.
I mean, he's denying the stabbing, which is kind of the important focal part of this crime, but whatever.
What are you doing, Mrs. Sato?
Do go on.
Mr. Natsume has admitted to playing some part in the incident. Isn't that right, Mr. Naruhodo?
Well, now you mention it. When we visited him in the prison yesterday, he did tell us what had all happened. Excuse me.
Suck, mustache soup.
That's what he said, right? Yeah, we already read this. Who cares?
Yeah, I know. I don't want to read it again. If you want to read it, go to our last video.
Yeah. Wait, okay, so did he actually come up on her from behind? Because he said he was going to overtake her.
Okay, do you want to know the truth? He was walking behind.
Okay. He, like, tripped.
He tripped, and then the person behind him came at her.
They were, like, aiming for him, but he, like, tripped.
There's, like, a line of 6 people walking in a row. And they were all trying to stab each other.
Oh, man.
Anyway, let's get back to the courtroom, because he's just talking about what he did, and we already read all this.
I also, again, I have to say, they really can't get over the fact that they need a fucking biased jury. Like, good
No,
lord.
I'm pretty sure the guy on the end isn't biased.
He doesn't know what's going on!
Exactly, so he can't be biased.
I so badly want to argue with you. I so badly don't want you to have that. I so badly don't want you to have that perceived victory in this conversation.
It's not a victory, it's just a fact.
I'm gonna kick you in the teeth.
Please.
A green overcoat. Well, that's exactly what the woman in that print is wearing.
Yes, but also...
I have a stupid haircut.
There's so many other green overcoats.
Oh, yeah, and also, like, okay.
Yes, what?
You can't just say that because he knew she was wearing a green overcoat that immediately makes him guilty. It literally is like the thing I told you with the Hinterkaifeck killings.
Oh my, a photographic print in full color. This is not what you should be focusing on. What will the world come up with next?
But what if somebody was like trying to kill her and they mistook olive green for her? Because they're both stout women.
They're like walking on two different streets and it's like, oh fuck, I'm on the wrong street.
Fuck, I can't tell the difference.
They're both short and fat. What the hell am I supposed to do?
Although I think the maid is like strong fat.
Oh yeah, she's strong fat.
She's that kind of stout woman.
The defendant has done nothing more than admit he fled the scene of a terrifying incident.
A fully reasonable thing to do had you just witnessed the woman get stabbed.
Also not illegal.
Yeah. It's like rubbing your ass on the counter at McDonald's. It's not illegal.
No matter how much Midnight does it. That does not mean he's guilty of the heinous crime of stabbing the woman in the back. And then Lord Van Six is like, who said she was stabbed in the back?
How did you know she was stabbed in the back? More importantly, how did you know it was a woman? More importantly, how did you know someone was stabbed?
I'm just like, you told me when I got the autopsy report.
How many bottles of wine did you have before you came in here? And how many did you break over a random dude's face?
10, why do you ask?
There was nobody else there at the time. Just the two of them. The victim and the accused. In other words, there is nobody else who could possibly have stabbed the That is not fucking true in the slightest, you vampiric motherfucker.
Jack the Ripper came out of the alleyway. Check to see if she still has organs.
This should be after the Jack the Ripper times.
Fuck!
Jack the Ripper was, I believe, 1600s or 1700s.
Also, I found out cowboys are still around at this point in time.
Really?
Yes.
Actually, no, that makes sense. Cowboys are still around in this point in time.
No, I mean, like, cowboy period technically hasn't ended.
Oh.
So that means at any point a cowboy, fucking the ancestors of Jake Marshall, could walk in.
I just want there to be like the most stereotypical cowboy motherfucker ever.
He walks in, he's like holding his belt. Get my whiskey.
Bow-legged so far, you can see like both feet on either side of the stand.
Anyway, did you read this?
A fact that the accused concedes, which means he's guilty.
I love it when other countries try to do cowboys, because it's like, America can do cowboys.
Yeehaw, motherfuckers. I mean, we try to do Japanese and, like...
Yeah, I know we're not great at it.
Yeah.
Except, like, when we tried to do Chinese culture with Kung Fu Panda, and apparently we just did it better than China.
Hells yeah, dude.
That was like the only win for America. The only win for America. Kung Fu Panda.
God, do you remember the Woman Queen?
The Woman Queen?
Exactly. That movie came out like 2 years ago, I think. No one fucking remembers it, and everybody hated it for being historically inaccurate. Do you really not remember?
Nope.
It was basically like another Cleopatra situation.
Oh.
It was just like really historically inaccurate. Although not the race thing, just like the inaccuracies. It seems this cross-examination could prove to be pivotal, counsel. Proceed, please. What if in the middle of someone's sentence the black guy voted?
I mean, I would not be fucking surprised if he did that.
He literally tried to vote for guilty and try to make everyone else vote for guilty in the fucking introduction.
Like, in the middle of Naruto talking, you hear, like, the sound effects of someone, like, throwing their, like, bout of fire, and then it, like, cuts to look over at the scale, tipping over to guilty.
Like, oh my god. I wonder if he's like just never gonna change his vote either.
Yes, my
like
lord.
he's the fucking stick in the ass.
Nothing. Well, he'd have to, because otherwise, I can't just lose. It's Ace Attorney.
Yeah, but it has to be as dragged out as possible.
I have to use this cross-examination to turn the tables here. It's our only chance.
That or he's just the guy who flip-flops to whatever side he thinks will get him out of here fastest. Okay, we're finally at the Jesus Christ, we've been going for 10 minutes and we're just now at the cross-examination.
I know, we've been joking way too much. Anyway, this is probably... This is probably a press around because it's Tobias Gregson.
No, they're all press arounds. Who fucking cares anyway?
Well, I mean, like, normally in Ace Attorney, when the detective is on the stand, the first testimony he gives is normally a press around. If they say anything else, that's where you have to dispute it.
Yeah, but also in the last case, every single testimony was a press around.
Anyway, let's press around. Wait,
sure, let's press
actually, let's look at our evidence first.
Okay, I think we have the pocket knife. Yeah, we got the pocket knife, the photo.
Local maps, secondhand book receipt, case file, jackknife, crime scene photo.
Wait, can we look at the book receipt real fast? Let's see. The sum of 2 shillings tendered to the receipt of the picture of Monsieur Lecoq, meal for Gabriel, and Canterbury yearnings.
Damn, I'm so glad you're here.
Okay. I was wondering if, like, the first one is a reference to the picture of Dorian Gray, but I don't see how you could really get Monsieur Lecoq from Dorian Gray.
Anyway, back.
And then we have the case file, which just talks about, like, you know.
She didn't die.
She did not die. She is still alive. The victim remains unconscious. Her name was gleaned from her personal effects. Other details are unknown. Apart from the single stab wound from a large knife, no other signs of injury were observed. The assailant was seen running away by the reporting officer and was successfully arrested the following day. That's a lie.
Wait, what?
Didn't they have to bring in Sholmes to find him?
Seen running away. But they did say there was a witness who saw him running away.
I guess so. Okay, fine.
Because someone did see him run away, and then he was arrested the next day.
Okay, fine. You win this round.
Anyway.
I don't like it, though.
We don't need to look at anything else. Let's just, okay, fine. I just wanted to look.
Well, I mean, you can look at the other things, but, like, it's gonna be a press around.
The victim accused out of the blue. The victim was stabbed from behind and subsequently collapsed on the pavement. Accused ran off, scattering his belongings all over the floor. Those being a number of books.
Wait, can we examine the picture and see if we can get the title of the books?
No.
Damn.
Because I don't think Ace Attorney is... Yeah, no, it's...
I mean, you have the magnifying glass thing.
Oh, yes. Read it, Cody. I dare you.
Okay. I thought it would let you, like, examine shit closer. And she's a very rotund woman.
Yes.
Like, it's like a perfect sphere. I'm just saying, man.
Anyway, yeah, so he doesn't give any, like, information that we could contradict, so we probably do have to press around.
Told you.
I know, I'm sorry. A light fog, you say?
Well, light for London. You can see the opposite side of the street for once. Not much further, though.
That's light. That's light, is it?
It's London, dude. Weather sucks.
He said it's light for London. Get used to it.
Around these parts, yes. Not something I'd expect a Japanese fella like yourself to know, of course.
Thank you for understanding.
I've read filthy Japanese, that is.
Oh.
Like, they have to end everything off with a little bit of racism.
Well, I've read that London is famous for its fog. But in my country, people usually imagine that gives the city a rather beautiful appearance.
London, beautiful? Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Quaint. Yes, well, it's not something us Londoners tend to romanticize, as I expect you can appreciate.
I see.
You fucking racist.
I am racist, thank you so much.
This time of year, the fog causes a large number of incidents, especially when it's heavy. Sometimes you can't even see your own hand at the end of your arm.
You better hope you don't need to go anywhere then.
Oh yeah, dude. Indeed. The other day I was very nearly trampled by horses before I could see the carriage they were pulling.
Ugh. Sasato-san and I should definitely remember to stop, look, and listen.
He like looks directly at the screen. And remember, kids at home, always look both ways. However, on the day that concerns us, the fog was somewhat lighter than usual. Unfortunately, I had a hard time hunting because of it. So like kneading his hands. A fact no doubt lamented by the accused.
Great.
Cool, we learned nothing.
We're not supposed to learn anything.
No, we're not, Lonnie. It's all nonsense.
How are you able to state that with any certainty?
Quite simply, my learned friend, because that is what the witnesses to the crime have told us.
Bring out the witnesses. Come on.
No.
Do it.
No.
Do it. Do it.
No.
Do it.
No. You're like waving your hand in his face, like, come on, bring out the witnesses. Bring it out. He's like, no, stop it, quit, don't touch me.
Yes. Inspector Gregson mentioned the witnesses yesterday, didn't he?
You have to wait 3 more hours before you can meet him, though, motherfuckers.
That's right. He said, one of them is a policeman, I believe, from Scotland Yard.
Boy, I can't wait to meet this character.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry.
Well, listen.
Oh god.
You're gonna like them.
Am I?
You don't have to talk. Well, you kind of do. Rarely.
A lot of emotions going up and down right now. That is correct, madam.
Ow. Then we must hear their testimony.
He like doesn't see the nail once. The prosecution will of course call them to the stand, should it be necessary.
It will be necessary. But wait a minute.
Nope. Shut up.
Oh. Trial's over, and then it cuts to us outside the courtroom.
He has to be Von Karma's ancestor. There's no way.
At 5 o'clock in the afternoon, in the middle of winter, it would have been dark already.
I can't wait for him to throw a wine bottle at us. Like in the middle of one of our sentences from off screen, a wine bottle hits us in the face.
Unfortunately, that is not an animation. I really wish it was, though.
I'm
Unless
waiting.
it's something they add in the second game at like the very end.
Yeah, because like apparently like prosecutors can just get away with assaulting people, I guess. Francesca just has a straight up whip.
Yeah.
That she hits people with.
And then
including the judge.
Godot hits us with like scalding hot coffee.
Yeah. So and Van Zeek's literally just throw a wine bottle into the jury, into like the stands. So like
no matter how light the fog might have been, no one could have seen.
He's gonna like throw a glass of wine in our face. I am unaware of the situation on your tiny island in the east.
Please don't forget you're on an island too.
Yeah, and your island sucks more.
Your island's smaller.
And sucks more. But here in the capital city of Great Britain, all main roads are illuminated by in the night by gas streetlights.
Gas? Who's farting?
Shut the fuck up.
No, I made you laugh.
God, I can't believe I just laughed at a fart joke.
Yes, you did, you idiot.
The prosecution believes there would have been ample light by which to witness the crime.
Damn, what a tongue twister, am I right?
I know. Quite. Oh god. Quite. Here in London, for the first time in history, mankind has completely conquered the darkness.
Oh, really? The invention of the candle didn't do that?
Or fire in general. Shut your bitch ass up.
Every time something new is done with light, they're like, we've conquered the darkness a second, third, fourth, fifth time.
We're humanity. As soon as we figured out how to throw a rock at a saber-toothed tiger, we fucking changed the game.
Which means we really need to...
your bitch ass talking about conquering the London. Shut up.
If I could just get through the fog of this cross-examination, maybe we'll be able to.
It seems the counsel for the defense is taking stock. Continue your testimony, Inspector. So saith I, the vampire.
God.
Oh, fuck.
What?
Nothing.
From behind, you say?
Can you prove that it wasn't her front with how round she is?
Someone could have put that knife behind her afterwards.
And then she could have rolled on it. That's right. As you can see from this print. I think I keep going slightly Australian with this guy.
What print? I don't see a print.
Just cover your eyes. Nope. Yes, quite so, Inspector. The handle of the weapon is clearly protruding from the victim's back. As you say, this poor woman, Miss Green, remains in critical condition. Comatose, no less.
Dead, probably. She's been unconscious for 3 days.
Don't worry, Judge. She's already been lobotomized.
Oh.
I'm afraid so, my lord. So, yes, she's being treated at Bart's. I was hopeful that she'd come round before the trial started so I could take a statement, but it wasn't to be. Yes, that is indeed a pity. It would have been most illuminating to hear the victim's own account of events. Luck is on your client's side, it seems. But I'm not.
On the contrary, my client has been exceedingly unlucky.
First, he stabbed an innocent woman. Fuck!
Imagine someone doing that in court. Just accidentally admitting the truth. It's just like, you know what? I'll just leave.
I feel like that would have happened during like the Johnny Depp and Amber Heard case. Where she's like, Your Honor, yes, she might have pooped in his bed. Fuck, hang on.
I like to imagine it's just like, listen, I'll just leave. You don't even have to pay me. I'll just go.
You're already playing. You've already burned through like 8 lawyers.
Anyway.
God, that case was amazing. Your force of tone is seriously undermined by those disturbingly wide eyes, I'm afraid. Aren't your people supposed to have squinty little eyes?
Yeah. The game just keeps being racist. Like, it's just a constant flow of racism.
Oh, dude.
Oh, nope, wrong button. It's the other button.
There's only 3.
Mr. Natsume's belongings,
I think you'll find it's all there in the photographic print of the crime scene. Yeah, if we can just get, like, the titles of these books, though, we could probably, like...
Okay, 3 books.
Yeah.
So, that's right, that's all that he bought.
That's right, my lord. Second-hand books they were. Irreparably damaged after falling in the snow, of course. Not... What? No. What? What?
Maybe the snow melted. It's water damage. Even though it's winter and they wouldn't melt.
The accused could easily have carried all 3 books in one hand. No, what? No? Look, have you seen his tiny little pigeon hands?
No. I really doubt Van Zeeks has seen this man.
True. Which means his other hand would have been free to wield a knife, for example. Actually, his other hand was busy with his pocket ham.
The reason all the books are on the ground is that he, like, dropped the other 2, and with a 3rd book, he threw it at the back of her head and then stabbed her.
He put the knife in between the pages of the book and then threw the book.
God damn it. He's very clever, isn't he?
Also a vampire.
What do you mean?
Have a wooden stake whenever you're ready.
He's made it extremely hard... What? He's made it extremely hard for you to assert that Mr. Natsume had his hands full with his books. He's managed to close that one avenue of escape we might have had before we even knew it was there.
Damn, crazy.
Yeah, crazy.
You mean to say that the defendant was holding his belongings as he thrust the knife into the woman's back? Well, then why drop them?
Yeah, why'd he drop them?
That must be what happened, my lord, yes.
No, why'd he drop them?
Yeah, like, why would he have dropped all those books that he just bought?
Because it's like, you're making it seem like this was cold and calculated. If he was calculating this, he wouldn't have dropped the books and left. If anything, he probably would have picked up the books.
Yeah. It's dumb.
Anyway.
Hold it.
The defendant apparently visits a secondhand bookshop on a daily basis.
Yes, so I understand. A shop full of old English literature. I commend the accused on the lofty subject matter of his scholarly attention. The bloke's room is stacked floor to ceiling with those musty old books.
Can you tell us more about the bookshop in question, please, Inspector?
Well, if I must. I'll have to ask you to look at his street map again, I'm afraid. Okay.
Wait.
The closest second-hand bookshop to the accused lodgings is this place here, Bourbon Books.
That's the wrong bookshop.
Did Natsume ever say what bookshop he goes to? This is from your books. Ah.
Yeah, they're pointing out the wrong bookshop. He wouldn't have been down that road.
Okay, so now we gotta figure out where your books is.
Yeah.
A little place on the corner of Briar Road and Meerschaum Street. Meerschaum. As it happens, the accused is currently living in lodgings on the other side of Briar Road at the opposite end. Which means it doesn't take a genius to work out the route he would have taken home.
No, maybe he wants to go down Calabash Road. He likes taking the long way.
Yeah, maybe he likes the scenic route. Punk ass.
Every day.
Something like this. I mean, you could also choose to, like, cross the street earlier. Okay, cool. So the local map has been updated.
Yeah.
Can we...
With the wrong information.
Yeah. Yes, I concur with your... You good, Judge? The defendant would certainly have passed the scene of the crime on his way home from that particular shop.
Mr. Naruhodo, I think what the inspector just told us could turn out to be of vital importance. Yes, I agree. The most important point that the inspector just made.
The bookshop's name.
The name. The location! Inspector Gregson, may I ask you a favor? Spelt weird.
Spelt the wrong way. What? I gotta clean my glasses real quick, hang on.
Oh, great. You want to pause?
No, you just read your shit and I'll, like, struggle to read mine.
Alright. Would you kindly add the name of the bookshop to your formal testimony, please? I believe it may be of vital importance.
Okay, here we go. Maybe.
Oh, well, you know, I mean, yes, it's a very important clue.
Very well. Not that I can see it being of any great significance. But please revise your testimony accordingly, Inspector.
I love it when people say, I don't see how it's important, when, it's so important.
Yes, sir, my lord. Whatever you say. Yeah, I can't wait for it to turn out that the bookshop is, like, literally next door to the other one.
It turns out that Your Books is whatever the other bookshop's name is, and, like, recently they have, like, new owners, and they're currently changing everything.
Although this wouldn't help, because Natsume has still confessed to coming up behind her.
I know how we're getting out of this, and it's so dumb.
Oh my god. Oh god, no. Okay, he was on his way home from Bourbon Books, so now we can present the... Yes.
Objection.
Music stopped.
If I could just stop you there, Inspector Gregson.
What is it, Sunshine? I'm a busy man, you know.
Well, you're kind of doing your job right now. Why are you so busy?
How about you shut up?
Yeah, you're getting paid to just stand here and answer our questions. So
Every minute I waste talking to you, I'm not eating this bag of infinite fish and chips in me hand that sustains my life force.
Keeps the snail away.
Or the salt.
This is a receipt that we found in Mr. Natsume's room. It was issued on the day of the incident, and details the purchases of 3 secondhand books.
And you found that in the accused room, did you?
Yeah. Yes, but the point is not where the receipt was found, but the name of the shop printed on it.
Go on.
Oh, wow, you're gonna let me talk? Thank you.
Oh, I can't wait to destroy your bitch ass.
Oh. This receipt was issued from a bookshop called Your Books.
Your Books? Y-O-U-R... Y-O... Oh, wow, what the fuck?
Where'd the U come from?
Y-O-R-E, I presume.
Yes, my lord. So Mr. Natsume did indeed purchase a number of books at a secondhand bookshop that day. However, the bookshop in question was not Bourbon Books.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Wow, you're terrible at your fucking job. You just assumed which bookshop it was.
He was too busy, what with the fish and chips. Inspector, do you know of this other bookshop? Yes, sir. Your Books is another secondhand bookshop not far from Bourbon Books. It's just that, well, it's such a small place, I didn't think the accused would have known about it.
Objection.
My client is a nerd.
But in fact, that is the bookshop which the defendant visited on the day in question. And this receipt proves it.
Objection!
Don't object to me, I'm right.
Yes, for what difference it makes.
Why'd you say objection if you're agreeing with me?
Whatever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
Objection!
I disagree.
Oh, I disagree. That's too goddamn bad.
I mean, after all, I have the street map here, if that might be of help. Oh, yes, thank you. Thank you, Susato. Have a look at this, please. If the defendant had been returning from Bourbon Books...
Then yeah, he would have absolutely passed. God, they're gonna pull some bullshit.
Then yes, he would almost certainly have passed the place where Miss Green was attacked. However, if we take into account the fact that he was actually actually at another bookshop, Your Books, it may very well turn out that he wouldn't have passed that location at all.
Could that be true?
My, it rather depends on where this other bookshop is, but I do declare it may be a possibility.
I can't wait for it to be revealed that you suck. Is that right, Mr. Lawyer, sir? What you just said?
Absolutely. It absolutely could be right.
Emphasis on could.
Could and would.
I can't wait for him to do some bullshit. It's like, if me throwing a knife into my client sullies this courtroom, pray forgive the discourtesy.
Turns out we find out that all of the trials are manipulated and Van Zeeks killed them all in order to get their blood.
If me soiling myself in this courtroom sullies it, pray forgive the discourtesy. And they're just like, what? What did you just do?
Pray forgive my tum-tum being upsetty.
Cholera, you know how it is. Inspector Gregson, what is this Your Books establishment? Well, obviously we looked into that.
Did you, though?
Did you? Did you really? Turns out that Your Books is just here on the next corner of Meersham Street going east. So he could have taken Calabash.
It looks like the exact same distance. Maybe not with Calabash Road being, like, crooked like that. It might be slightly longer, but I don't think it would matter time-wise.
God, if only Natsume hadn't... Sorry, my hand was in front of my face. If only Natsume hadn't confessed to walking behind her.
Well, he confessed to seeing someone collapse.
Oh, fuck me.
You know I'm right.
Yeah, I also know that this is about to be stupid.
And there you have it, as you can clearly see now.
I forgot the point I was trying to make.
Oh, you got another bottle. Good for you. Are you going to throw this one too?
He has like 6. My learned Nipponese friend is obviously in training to be a clown, the way he regales us with such witticisms.
What does Edward say? It's like, you're not a clown, you're a whole circus.
Yeah.
Which is like the fucking coolest fucking line that ever came out of him.
Oh, man. To your future career in the circus.
You put that glass down now, or I'll put it down for you.
God, okay, Susato, calm down.
I'm threatening people in court.
Apparently you can just do that and get away with it.
The prosecution can do it, so can I. I'm not a defense lawyer.
I wish McGill like looked at someone during his case and was like, I'll fucking get you, and I'll make it look like a bloody fucking accident.
You just see him slowly start turning into the Cat in the Hat.
Oh my god, that movie is an absolute drug trip.
Oh yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
This is your line. Did you read it?
No. I didn't think I'll need to spell it out, but here we go. God, I'm gonna kick you. If the accused was coming from Your Books instead of Bourbon Books. You ever had Bourbon Street chicken?
Why would you think I've had?
It's fucking good.
I mean, maybe, but like I haven't had it. I never leave.
There's no doubt he still would have passed by the place where the victim was stabbed.
Unless I went down the other street.
Yeah, he could have gone the other way. Yes, thank you, Inspector.
Yeah, now that I know the door is apparently on Calabash Street, it's very possible he could have gone either way.
Oh, wait, the door's on Calabash Street?
Did you not see it?
No.
Okay.
Like, shit, man.
Hang on, I don't think my thing has updated, has it? Do I have... This is the map.
I mean, it would make the most sense for the door to be on Calabash Street.
I thought they would still have the line on there, but, like...
No.
Okay.
He could absolutely go down Calabash. Allow me to reiterate for my learned, if somewhat slow, Nipponese friend.
I want there to be an animation of him drinking his wine, but it dribbles all over his cravat.
Can you stop doing that?
No, he likes there being a fresh sprinkling of broken glass on his side of the courtroom.
My God, they must have to like replace. They must have like. Can you imagine? God, okay, hang on, I gotta get my thoughts straight. Can you imagine when they like learned that he was coming back? They were like, oh God, order 30 more carpets.
There's gonna be so much glass everywhere.
And wine, and it's just gonna soak in. Just make sure the
They
carpet
laid
is
down
red.
a tarp just for him.
Whatever the man purchased his musty tomes, it makes no difference in the final analysis.
I mean, it might. Wow. As I suspected, you can't fool me. I don't suggest you try. Slap you with her pimp hand.
What did I say, eh? I've had enough of this now. Beg your pardon? Terribly sorry, but would you mind repeating that?
Just take a nap, Grandpa.
Lay down, Grandpa. All peepaw.
Mr. Naruhodo, we mustn't give up.
What do you mean? I wasn't giving up.
If the prosecution's assertion is correct, members of the jury may have well decided that Mr. Natsume is guilty.
She's absolutely correct.
We must consider the assertion just put forward by the prosecution very, very carefully.
Oh no.
They claim Saseki-san must have passed by the location of the incident on the way home from your books, but...
Your books.
Your books.
Raise an objection.
Raise an objection.
Because, like, he absolutely could have gone the other way.
It doesn't seem like it fucking matters, because, like, he could have gone either way, and he would have made it home at the exact same time.
But if he had gone the other way, he wouldn't have passed by Olive Green.
Well, he technically would have, but he wouldn't have seen her with the fog.
Yeah, and he also wouldn't have seen her get stabbed. The assertion made by the prosecution is fundamentally flawed.
The fuck did you say?
Well, that's too damn bad. Explain yourself, counsel.
Yes, my lord. You can see what I mean on this map. When returning from your books to his lodging... Oh, damn, it's on the other street.
It is.
Damn. Mr. Natsume could have followed the route suggested by the prosecution. However, this isn't the only conceivable route to take between the two places.
Not only that, we know Natsume likes to avoid people. If Calabash is, like, less people, he might have taken that.
If the defendant used these streets, look what happens. Ow! He arrives back at his lodgings without passing the location where the victim was attacked.
Objection!
Taking back to a clown is a fool's errand, of course. Okay.
Oh, sorry.
That route is what is commonly referred to as the long way round. That's what we call round these parts the Yee-Haw way. On a cold winter's night, why would any man choose to take a longer route home? Scenery?
Well,
The answer is extremely simple. He wouldn't. In other words, the accused took the obvious route back to his lodgings, as is the obvious perpetrator. Wow, what the fuck was that word I was going for? Perpetrator of this crime.
Objection!
Had a long day at work today.
But, yes, I got it. Obviously, we must ask the man himself. Ask Mr. Natsume which route he took home.
Oh god, no. I have already informed the court of the accused's response to such questioning. He claims he has no recollection.
Great, Natsume. fucking wonderful.
You're not helping.
That means he must toss up which road he chooses to take back.
That's true. That's right. As I said, the bloke seems to spend his time outside, wandering aimlessly from A to B. The day was their exception. He says he doesn't remember where he was or which road he took home.
I don't believe this.
Oh, you better believe it.
Gently knocks over the bottle.
I thank you, my learned friend. And suggesting that we do not waste any more of the court's time by wandering aimlessly around this subject. Pray, what say you insightful jurors? Oh god, no. I mean, half of, they've already all decided.
But,
Oh, who stepped in? Oh, shit.
Everyone stepped in.
Oh god. I agree with Lord Van Zakes. Wholeheartedly, and in every way.
What? I don't believe it. Does this mean?
We members of the jury are completely convinced now. Very well. In that case, I hereby call upon all members of the jury to present your findings to the court.
Guilty.
Oh.
Guilty. Guilty.
Guilty. Guilty. Guilty.
Wait, was that a thing?
Yes.
Was that a thing in the last trial?
Yeah.
And I just wasn't paying attention.
Yeah?
Jesus, I need to quit doing coke before we do these.
Damn, don't admit to crimes with the evidence recorded, dumbass.
Oh, right. Damn, they're gonna know about all the heroin I'm doing always, all the time.
Imagine the police never show up, but like your boss, it's like, Cody, we need to talk.
It would appear the jury's leaning is unanimous. Reno, she's just banging his head against the desk.
Like Von Karma.
Does Von Karma do that?
He does it against the wall.
Oh, yeah. God, that fucking nut job. To the insightful members of the jury, I applaud your brave resolve. You serve Queen and country admirably.
Damn, sucks to suck.
We're bad at this.
Sister Naruhodo. No, not yet.
It's only been 5 hours.
This isn't over yet. I still have one last chance to sway the opinion of the jury.
If you think I'm not about to drag this bullshit out...
If you don't think I'm about to bribe the jury, I have to tip the balance of the scales the other way. I have to turn this around. Somehow.
Those are the eyes of Quarry not yet willing to give up and die. Alright, a little bit dark, but okay.
Cool.
I presume you intend to wield your rights again in this trial.
You're a smart man.
Rights of the defense written into antiquated British law that should have been buried long ago. You're goddamn right, I will.
Call it antiquated?
Antiquated.
Yeah, whatever, if you will. But the defense's prerogative to carry out a summation examination if it so chooses.
If it so chooses.
Throws
a little train at him. Very well, counsel. In accordance with the letter of the law, we shall proceed with a summation examination. Are the members of the jury ready, Mr. Foreman? Of course, all ready. I'm all too familiar with that Nipponese whippersnapper and his uncle's refusal to throw in his ally. Whatever. Very well then. Ladies and gentlemen of the jury, you will each explain on what grounds you have determined the defendant to be guilty.
You see, juror number 5 says that he just wants to go home. He's just being that blatant about it.
I mean, he fucking might as well be. I can't wait for it to turn out that the old man's like Olive's grandfather or some shit. For pity's sake, that Nipponese oddity already admitted it himself, didn't he?
He said that a woman in green collapsed before his eyes. Why it can only have been the victim?
The man wouldn't have gone around houses on his way back to the bookshop. Not in winter.
So,
Sorry, I just love the jiggle.
because you laugh at the jiggle, I laugh at you laughing at the jiggle.
Dude, my arm is not touching you.
Yes, but I'm itchy.
Oh.
So the poor woman was attacked from behind, was she? How dreadful. That's not a reason.
Yeah, that's a statement. I really don't care. Can't we just wrap this up now? I've got work to be doing. Your books, yes. Nice shop, that. But urban books? No, not worth a visit. Okay.
That wasn't a...
None of that is helpful. Half of those aren't reasonings. They're fucking sentences.
That means we gotta go after the sentences.
With only minor...
With only minor exceptions, the reasons for finding the defendant guilty are all too clear.
I'm going to punch
You spawn into the game and just start breaking shit.
When the stabbing occurred, the only two people on the scene were the victim and the accused. And the accused himself has admitted to seeing the victim in her green overcoat sink to the ground before his eyes. Can't wait for it to turn out that Natsume is colorblind or some shit. Furthermore, we have heard from the inspector that the defendant then fled the scene.
It's not a ruby, it's an emerald.
I must say, I would have ample grounds to convict this man already. But unfortunately, I have nothing to do with my day.
But unfortunately, this lovely lady has offered me a bento box. Oh dear.
Jellied eel pie. That sure is British.
Oh dear, even the judge appears convinced of Mr. Natsume's guilt now.
Why did he have to run away like that? How are we supposed to believe in some phantom attacker that nobody could see? This is impossible. How can I possibly make a case for the defense?
Mr. Naruhodo, this is no time for grumbling.
This is the perfect time for grumbling.
If we want to force this trial to continue...
Yes, I know. I have to turn the tide. I must make the jurors change their minds. Well, 4 of them at least.
Exactly. We have no choice but to forge forward.
Okay, great. You have the floor, counsel. Begin your summation examination.
Okay, I'm gonna start with old guy. Are you okay with that?
Yeah, sure, I guess.
Because his was literally, like, not related to anything.
Yeah, that's fucking... Just need to keep the trial going somehow, whatever it takes. Oh, maybe it could be used, though. Because...
Okay, you can do it.
Why would he go on a winter night? Why would he go all the way to your books instead of bourbon books? Even if it is further.
Shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up, shut up. You.
You.
Press.
Sorry. Fold it, you say? Fold what?
No. What I said was, hold it. What I wanted to ask was, do you visit your books often?
I like the older books they have in there, yes. I enjoy reading them over a nice cup of old tea.
Ew.
That's my daily routine, you see. Well, I mean, at least he drinks tea the right way, nice and cold. Same thing every day, including the day you are all talking about.
And at what time did you visit your books on the day in question?
Well, I was picking out books in there all afternoon, and it would have been just before 5 that I left. That's my daily routine, you see. Same thing every day, including the day you're all talking about.
Just before 5, you say. Exactly when the victim was attacked. Are you sure about the time?
Oh yes, no mistake there. I remember it well. I'm not about to forget that day in a hurry. Not after the dreadful time I had. Oh my fucking god. Oh
What do you
my
mean?
God. Is this the this is the person Natsume saw. I'm gonna.
He's wearing a green coat, Cody.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Well, I was walking down Calabash Road and I slipped on the ice and donked my head. Fucking. Always worse after the snow stopped falling. That's when it's most slippery. Knocked myself clean out, I did. I really thought my number was up.
Wait a minute. Let me get this straight.
Wait.
This happened on Calabash Road.
That's right. I live in Cornpipe, you see.
I don't know where that is, but I'm just going to take your word for it.
Yeah, that sounds like an innuendo. Heading down Calabash Road is the quickest way for me to get back from your books.
Ow. Juror number 6, I must insist that you add that information to your formal statement. It may very well be extremely significant.
Sorry. Extremely sick? Oh no, I'm quite alright now. Really? This guy? This is a jury member. This is a member of the fucking this geriatric senile bitch.
Why did y'all call him here?
We're like right up in his face, like pointing. I was like, this old sack of shit.
The thing is, I don't even think like prosecutors would want him to be on the jury because he's not someone who would like try to get the trial over with.
Yeah, he would drag shit out.
Yeah, because he can't hear anything, and that gives everyone like extra time to actually listen to all the information.
Okay.
Put them against each other.
Make a fight.
Make a fight.
To the death.
Okay, hang on. You said this is warming.
Could we pit that?
Oh wait, hang on. Pit. Stop talking, Pit.
Shut up.
Pit?
I think the music stopped.
These two statements clearly show a flaw in the juror's reasoning.
I don't know that that's necessarily what it is, but okay.
Well,
Flaw? What are you talking about, counsel? I almost said console. It's a Sega.
PS5, listen to me.
I don't know. There would be no gaming consoles around yet.
No, but Nintendo's working on it.
Yeah. They've already got playing cards.
They already got playing cards. They're slowly building up an audience. Well, juror number 2, juror number 6. Whatever do you mean, sir?
Man, I love my beard. It's just mashed potatoes I forgot to clean off.
I think perhaps the old man didn't hear you.
Unbelievable. It's not like I was loud or anything. There's at least one fact of which we can be sure here. The bookshop receipt found in the defendant's room clearly indicates that on the day of the attack, he had been to your books and purchased a number of secondhand titles. Then he returned home on foot.
But the man says he had no recollection of his return journey.
That's correct. But what he does remember is seeing someone appear in front of him on the way. Someone in a green overcoat who suddenly collapsed on the pavement before his eyes.
Yes, we are well aware of all this. The poor young woman who was stabbed, obviously.
God, you look like you're made of toothpicks.
I am! Shut up!
I'm made of toothpicks and matchsticks. Leave me alone.
I'm very flammable.
Thank God there's no fire in London. Can we really be sure of that, madam?
If I can make it here, I can make it anywhere. My, whatever do you mean?
I'm sure you heard juror number 6's account of what happened to him that day.
No, I closed my ears.
They fold inwards. That same afternoon, there was somebody else apart from the victim who was wearing a green overcoat and who fell over on the icy streets in the neighborhood.
Oh my. What?
Oh, fuck. My goodness. You mean... That's right. I'm referring, of course, to hard of hearing juror number 6.
Are you really suggesting that the person in the green overcoat whom the defendant saw collapse in front of his eyes was the jolly old gentleman at the end of the bench here with me today?
I mean, he seems like he's having a good time.
He doesn't know anything.
He doesn't know that he's having a good time.
It's entirely possible, yes.
Oh, sorry, I would have read that. After all, the old man has
Look, that's him in the picture!
Shut up. Has a somewhat similar build to the victim.
Takes off his wig, it is him.
Well, look at that.
My goodness me.
Sorry, you need to pee? And crucially, we know precisely where the old man in the green overcoat fell.
On Calabash Road.
Therefore, if the person who Mr. Natsume saw collapsing in front of him was in fact juror number 6, it means the defendant must have taken the long route back to his lodgings. And if that's true, then clearly the crime scene on Briar Road where the woman was stabbed was not on his way home.
Oh my. Ooh. Everyone turns white.
You idiot old man. If you hadn't been so daft as to be roaming about there, we'd have boxed this off hours ago. Are you... Really? You sure about that?
What do you mean?
You sure you would have finished this hours ago? I mean, this, like... Ah, fucking who cares?
And really, what were you thinking wearing such a befuddling coat?
I think it's a nice coat. What did you say to me?
Oh, you heard that.
Is it a crime for an elderly to walk these streets these days? Is it a crime to slip over on the ice?
Yes, you're under arrest.
It's a nice coat, though. I might kill him for it. Is it a crime to keep up with the latest styles on my beautiful green overcoat? Is it? Oh, this is her animation. Cool. Her face is like a mask. It just pops off.
Yeah, there's like no lines on her, so I always thought that she was just...
Yeah, like with the bonnet around her shit. Oh, man. The way everything's tucked up.
Yeah. My lord, I do hope it won't cause any inconvenience, but...
It will inconvenience me, and if you change your vote, I'll fucking kill you. You'd like to change your leaning, I presume.
I do declare that I would. I should like to call for a verdict of not guilty.
She's supposed to be a Southern belle?
Yes.
Oh. You are not pulling that off.
No, I'm not. I can't hear accents. Leave me alone.
Thank you. And I would too. I'm fucking angry now.
What?
Is it a crime to change your mind? Is it? Well, I'll fucking kill you. I was in the Civil War. You think I won't? Yay.
Yay! Woo! Well done, Mr. Naruhodo. That was wonderful.
Well, we've managed to change a couple of minds at least. It strengthened our position somewhat.
Can other people change too? Because that was very convincing.
Oh, fuck, dude. The last three, one of them just doesn't want to be here. One of them is racist.
There's 4. There's 6 people in the
Right,
jury.
the maid. Of them. 2 of them. Like, one doesn't want to be here and the other's racist against us specifically.
Well, against Natsume specifically, because she always said that, like, you know,
I was talking about Fairbanks.
Oh, well, that too. Man, there's 3 people who don't like us, and then there's that one guy in the middle.
Yeah. Who's just here for the ride, I guess.
Yeah. They offered him cookies, and he said he'd show up.
He looks like it.
Yes, and it will prompt the other members of the jury to reconsider their stance as well. They'll be asking themselves if their current leaning are really right or not. Now, if we could just identify one more clue or discrepancy that would make them stop doubting Mr. Natsume, we might be able to tip the balance again. Oh, completely. There.
Yes, that's exactly what we've got to do.
Oh, no.
Van Zieks is looking to bring this trial to an early conclusion.
That's any prosecutor's job.
That's what we have to prevent, by whatever means we have at our disposal.
I'm not talking.
I'm not talking to you. You're not invited to my birthday party anymore.
Wait, I was invited?
Okay, great. So now...
Hang on.
This guy doesn't care. He just wants to go home.
Talk to me!
A man's life is on the line here, sir. This will take as long as it takes.
Are you sure you want to read Ryunosuke? This is 2 guys.
Don't get clever with me now, son. My life's on the line too, and so is my family's. They'll break the knees. Likes of you wouldn't understand, but a laborer like me can't afford to take time off. If I don't work, I don't eat. Neither do the wife and kids.
Oh, I see. That must be very hard.
I go to the union every morning to find out what needs doing. If you're late and the work's taken, it's tough. This time of year, there's water and gas supply pipes bursting left, right, and centre. They're after cheap labour to get the roads dug up to fix it. It's a hard slog from dawn till dusk, it is.
So, you were out digging up the roads on the day of the incident as well, were you?
That's right. In fact, if I remember rightly, It was just round the corner from where it all happened. By the old bookshop it was.
What? Another coincidence.
This is a lot of coincidences. That's right, Meersham Street it was.
Meersham Street? It's a fake British name!
It's one of those made-up British words.
On the map, Mr. Naruhodo, there are only three named streets.
Meersham's the main one at the top.
Yes, where all the bookshops are at.
Okay.
Juror number 5, I need you to add that information to your formal statement, please.
What's the point in that? Can't we just get this business over with now?
I will cut out your eyes. Put it in.
Jesus Christ.
Please, sir, it's important.
Fine, I'll do it then. Okay, cool.
Yeah. Okay.
So he was working on Meersham from dawn till dusk. Wait. Yeah, actually, wait, no, if he was digging up Meersham Street, then that means that Natsume would have had to take the long way home.
Yeah, he couldn't have gone down that road. He would have to go down Calabash Road.
Right. But do you want to do that next episode? Because
No.
we're at an hour.
No.
Okay.
Let's just finish the summation examination and then we can stop. Let's see. She's already changed.
I think you have to
her
pit
lead.
it against this one.
Yeah, this guy. Pit.
Yeah.
Pit.
Objection.
These two statements are completely at odds with one another.
At odds, Counsel. Explain yourself. Please, don't point. It wasn't me, I swear. A knife falls out of his pot. Why are you flexing?
Because he wants to show off his muscles. He's not making any money today. He can at least get some tips.
Yeah, what? I just want to get this done and dusted.
Well, juror number 3.
Oh, me, sir? What do you mean?
Juror number 5's words just now are extremely significant. Let's take a moment to consider the implications of what's been said on our map of the local area.
I can't wait to figure out how Van Zeeks pulls some bullshit.
Like, this map I like to imagine this map gets completely cluttered and every single juror was, like, on one of these 3 streets.
Oh my god, this is gonna be some bullshit.
On the day in question, Mr. Natsume visited the bookshop to purchase a number of secondhand books. And on the same day, we now know that there were works being carried out on Meersham Street, making it impassable.
Unless it's something bullshit like Meerschaum.
Meersham.
But it's one of those made up British words, so who cares?
Yeah, who fucking cares? We'll never hear this street ever again.
Yeah. It's British, so it doesn't matter. Probably
Which
doesn't
means
even exist anymore.
the defendant's route home. Well, I guess he never left the street, did he? Could not have taken him along Meersham Street and down Briar Road.
Oh, yes, of course. What do you think, sir? Well, yes, you can't argue with that, really, can you? We must have had a good 2 yards or more of the pavement up. Every gentleman and gentlewoman that came along had to turn back and go the other way.
So the only conclusion is this. The defendant must have taken the longer route back to his lodgings.
Yes, I suppose he must have. I suppose that must be right, eh?
Juror number 3, you said the following. The man wouldn't have gone around the houses on his way back from the bookshop, but we see now that he had no choice.
Yes.
Ooh. I'm not changing my leaning.
I'm sticking to my point, but still. My lord, Mr. Judge, sir, if I may. Yes? I don't think in all good conscience that I can say the man's guilty now. Yes, I'd like to see this trial continue so we can get to the bottom of what really happened. Can't wait to see the bullshit that Van Zeeks pulls out of his asshole about how, like, he's still guilty.
He jumped.
What about you, sir? Who, me? Well, alright then. There's a hole in the prosecution's argument, it should be filled in, that's what I say.
Or is it because you see everyone turning to innocent and you're like, oh, it's probably faster this way?
Maybe. My god, this court is owned by Umbrella. Sorry, it was like in the last scene, in the stained glass window right above the judge's head, it looks like the Umbrella logo.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'll look at it later, I guess.
Well, the summation examination is concluded with a rather large shift in opinion. The ayes 2, the noes 4. So the noes have it. Not guilty, they say. Which means we no longer have a consensus among the members of the jury. The trial will continue.
Objection!
Oh, God.
No.
No. Oh, God. What's
Crush
the
it.
shit he's about to pull? Could it seem churlish of me to drink from my hallowed chalice moments after raising an objection? Only to crush it in disgust. Pray forgive the discourtesy. You can't just say that. That's like saying no offense, but I absolutely hate people of a specific race. It's like, you can't just, like, just saying that doesn't negate the second thing that you say.
I spit a mouthful of Gatorade in your face, and I'm like, sorry.
I didn't mean to.
Lord Van Zeeks?
It seems I must retract my earlier remark.
What do you mean?
I mistakenly credited these jurors with intelligence by describing them as inside. You are just out for blood right now.
Yes, he's a vampire, idiot.
Oh, shut up. Here we have just witnessed them falling for a cheap trick performed by an Eastern entertainer. Hey.
Whatever do you mean?
Objection.
Leading the jury?
I haven't tricked anyone. Everything I said is the truth.
Indeed. Stalwart juror number 5 was undoubtedly repairing the road, as he claims. I believe you said it was a good 2 yards of the pavement which you had excavated, sir.
I mean, like, what, 6 feet?
Yeah, just about. That's right. Took me the whole day and they paid me a measly tuppence for it. Now, my learned Nipponese friend, tell me. Do you have any notion of the distance that 2 yards represents?
Of course. So long. So big.
Oh my god, I knew Van Zeeks was gonna pull out some. He could have jumped it.
Well, if I'm honest, I don't have a clue, no. 2 yards is a little less than 2 meters.
Less than 2 meters? That's not much at all. That's still 6 feet.
He would have to close down the whole road, too.
Yeah. Oh my god. In other words, a distance readily vaulted by anyone of moderate vigor. Why would...
Bring out Natsume. Let's look at his body.
I want you to look at this man's scrawny-ass little bird feet and tell me he looks like he could have vaulted over that.
Natsume is one of those people who wears those socks that is just like chicken feet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh, this is infuriating. Would you not agree, my stalwart friend? I disagree. Me? Well, I can't say you're wrong, no.
What?
No, please don't. And do you perchance erect a sign to prevent pedestrians from passing the site of your works? I wouldn't dream of it. What a waste of time. No coaches would have hoped passing anyway, and we'd just turn any gentle folks back when they came. Kids just jump right over us all the time.
That's a kid, though.
The accused is no gentleman as far as I can see. You're so blatantly racist, Jesus. I have little doubt, however, that he could have sprung over a 2-yard trench in his meandering around town.
The thing is, I know why he's like this, and I don't know if you'll consider it a good reason.
I probably won't, because I've already made up my mind that I don't like Van Zeeks. Like... Okay, wait. He couldn't have vaulted over if he was holding the books, though.
You just see him try, and he like hits the fucking
The corner, like, hard as hell. Like, he couldn't have done it if he was carrying the books. Who cares? Van Zeeks will come up with some bullshit like he fucking built a glider.
Is that true? Is it?
Threw the books across. Incontrovertible truth is that the books just purchased by the accused were found at the scene.
Here's a picture of him doing it, and it's like a sketch he made.
I can't wait for it to turn out that, like, the books are, like, completely different titles, and then Von Karma is just like, nuh-uh!
No way.
There can be no doubt that on his way back to his lodgings, Mr. Natsume walked down Briar Road.
Yeah, you said walk down. You didn't say jump down.
That's Meerschaum.
I know, but still, he would have to, like, do fucking long jump.
Yeah.
Also, I don't know. I don't know where Olive was coming from. Crushed in a single sentence.
No, you're not! And, old man, Cold man, you can talk. You say that around 5 o'clock on the day in question you slipped and fell on Calabash Road. Pray, was there a suspicious-looking Nipponese behind you at the time? He wouldn't have seen the man if he was behind him.
Yeah, because he fell and he knocked himself out.
Yeah, so he wouldn't have...
He said that on the stand.
Oh my god.
You don't remember.
He got knocked out.
No, we all know that our eyes stay open when we're knocked out.
How about a wager, my learned friend? You say it was this old man that the accused saw, but I would lay 1,000 to 1 against you being able to prove it. Oh my god. Order! Order! Lord Van Zieks, explain yourself. My lord. Have you had such a trenchant argument up your sleeve? Why in the world did you not proffer it during the summation examination?
Because he's not allowed to speak.
I wanted to give this young foreign student the sightseeing experience he no doubt came for. I wanted him to see for himself how the opinion of the jury is so readily swayed. I hate this. But my hospitality has its limits, and they have been reached, I feel. Are you okay? Oh. Taking off his coat.
That was a mistake. It's cold in here.
Throws it directly onto the candles and it catches fire, and he's like, I'm not cleaning that up. So, my learned friend, today's sightseeing tour of London is now over.
What are you talking about?
Pulls out a gun and shoots us.
I'm sending you home.
My lord. The prosecution requests permission to call its next witness to the stand.
Oh, are we gonna see them?
Granted. Bailiff, bring forth the witnesses.
It's next witnesses. Okay, at least people have not changed their leanings, even though Van Zieks is being a dipshit.
Hey, this is so stupid.
Mr. Naruhodo, do you not remember? We've been told on several occasions that they were eyewitnesses to the incident.
I thought he was goofing. I thought he was trying to pull a goof. Yes, I remember. One of them being a Scotland Yard policeman, no less.
I'm afraid that's likely to be the prosecution's next witness.
Alright.
Sorry, we've been here for 5 hours.
No matter who Van Zieks brings to the stand as his witness, and no matter what they say,
I'm gonna say no.
I believe in Soseki-san. I know he's innocent. And I'll keep believing to the very end. Until this battle is over.
Are we gonna cut to a to be continued?
So that we can... Oh, come on. We're cutting it here.
Okay.
Because, like, dude. We're 12 minutes over.
Alright, fine.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, this has been The Great Ace Attorney. We hope you guys enjoyed it. And if you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And we'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.
Bye!